everybody, my name is Beck. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be going through my November TBR and TBR potentials. I did not film last month's video and I was kind of choppy on my social media because I went overseas for like 2-ish months. I'm going through something. I basically had a mentee B and now we're back for now. If you're my friend watching this, we can discuss after this video. Welcome back to my channels. I really want to start on the Ultimate Romance Reading Challenge. I am currently 33 books behind my reading challenge, potentially 35 by the time I'm done editing this video. So I would like to catch up and I need some motivations and some prompts to, you know, spice things up. I don't typically follow my TBRs and I really need to follow something. Ultimately, I would just like to read something so I can catch up. I have been in this position before. I was maybe like 20 books behind last year, not 32, but again, I was overseas for like almost 2 months. I only read a singular book last month and it was by random. That's not true. I read a couple of novellas, so I counted as like one big story. So there's that. So I did read a little bit, but not a lot. This month I am going to be using this as a reading challenge, and I'm also going to be following the 2025 romance reading challenge over here. I found this prompt on Pinterest, but I will also give credit to the author that created this. So I will also be following this romance reading prompt and I will make a playlist and I'll try to vlog myself doing all of that. You guys can tell that I'm a little bit frazzled because I haven't filmed a video in a very long time. I only filmed like a short unboxing on my other channel, and I just want to clarify by saying I have not chosen to retire on YouTube just yet. I know every single time I take a little break and I don't announce it, which I feel like I should, it's on a whim, so I really can't just announce it. I'm not retiring yet, I'm still here, so let's move on with this channel. So the 5 prompts that I would like to do, 5 prompts. I can't really see as well. I wear glasses. I really should, but it shows a reflection on the camera and I don't like that. The goal at the end of the day is to actually read something. So the first one that I'm most likely going to complete is find a current bestseller romance genre and give it a read, which is over here. And every single time like you finish a challenge, you get to like see what the prizes are, and there's up to 25 challenges. So technically I should be able to squeeze 2 challenges in one vlog video, and that's the idea and that's the whole premises of what I'm trying to achieve, what I'm trying to do, so I can read something off my TBR and my physical collection is my primary goal. And my second goal is the NetGalley arcs, which is like the whole theme of November majority. I feel like that's what I've been seeing on BookTube and BookTok. Hopefully I can complete this, which wouldn't be such a hard thing to do, not a hard feat at all, because bestsellers I tend to gravitate towards like popular books anyway. So there's that. Number 2 I would like to complete is try reading a genre bending romance like sci-fi romance or romantic romance / fantasy. I really like sci-fi romance, paranormal romance, alien romance and all of that. I don't really read that much romanticy, so we will see if I can pick up something from my shelves. And then another one I think I can complete is check out 3 romance novels from your local library. I do that all the time. I'm not going to borrow something that I know for a fact that I'm not going to read anytime soon. I will try sometime this month if I'm getting closer to the urge, because I'm a mood reader. I'm not trying to like steal someone's spot. Essentially I'm not going to hold up the queue for someone. I'm going to look at 3 books, 3 romance books. But whether or not I check out all 3 of them is another question. I'll check out maybe 1, but we'll get back to it. But I won't open this prompt until I read all 3 books to make it fair. So this might be a multi-month challenge. So I might pick up 6 this month depending on how it goes. And then I will read a romance written by a person whose ethnicity is different than yours, which won't be very hard at all. This is a very easy prompt for me for obvious reasons. And then I would also like to read a romance novel that is part of a series. I am currently super behind on all of the series. I tend to start on the first book of the series and I don't finish it. I try not to start on a series that hasn't been fully published or close to being fully published, like out available in the wild, because I don't like to wait, even though I tend to not read the series when it first comes out anyway. I wait until like 1 business use, as some book talkers will like to say. But I like to change that habit. I like to complete some series. The series has already been completed and I've only read the first book of the series, and I like to continue and actually finish something this year. So those are the 5 prompts. 5, right? 5 prompts that I like to do for this month's video. and to make it a little bit more interesting, because unfortunately I am a mood reader, so whether or not I choose to follow this guide is a different story. Now I'm going to show you what I have picked for these 5 prompts. So the first book I have is Ellie Hazelwood's Mate. I have read the first book of this series. I won't be using it as I read a romance novel that is part of a series. In fact, I will be using this prompt as find a current bestseller in the romance genre and give it a read. So this would be the bestseller that I'm going to choose. This is also, it falls under the sci-fi romance or romantic, well not really romantic because it's still set in an urban setting. It is a shifter romance, so there is that. This is currently a bestseller. I would like to finish it. I know my bestie Kendra, Books Beauty Kendra, also wants to start on reading this book, and I hope we can buddy read again on this because we did it for Deep End, but also by Ellie Hazelwood. So I would like to start this book. I was so excited when I got home and I saw this in my mailbox, so slay. Pre-ordered it sometime last year. And then in terms of the sci-fi romanticy, this is the one that I'm gonna pick, is Belladonna by Adeline Grace. I've heard really mixed bag reviews about the second and third book, and despite that, I already have Belladonna. I would like to start on it. I bought this during a sale sometime last year, right? I'm not too sure. I don't remember the premises of the story, which is bad, but I know for a fact that it is not set in modern times and this is geared towards like fantasy. If I'm incorrect, I'm going to be so disappointed in myself, but I've watched so many reading blogs of this and I can't remember for the life of me, temporary in my brain, what it's about, but here it is. Great time to start reading it. So this is the genre bending romantasy. And then read a romance written by a person whose ethnicity is different than yours. I will be picking up The Baby Dragon Cafe by A.T. Qureshi. I have wanted to start on this book like sometime last month. Again, I was gallivanting, well not just last month, back in like September. I was gallivanting across Asia, so I did not pick this book up. I left it in Australia, so now that I'm back, I would like to start on this. And this could have fit into the category of sci-fi or enjoyment bend. I'm just going to use one book per prompt. I'm not going to overlap it. I know I could use this book to overlap several prompts on this thing, but just to motivate me to read something, read a bit more, I'm going to use one book per prompt to make life easier. I'm not going to cheat the system. So book number 3 is this. And then read a romance that's part of a series. I want to read Ride With Me by Simone Sultani. I have read the first book. I read it ages ago. It was also available at my local library. And this one, I'm going to have to read it as it is. I don't want to buy an audiobook for this one. F1 racing. I think this is fake dating. If I'm not mistaken, is this the one that they get married in Vegas? I've been meaning to read this. I really want to read it. I read the first book and it was okay. I heard really good things about the second one, so here it is. I just need some motivation. It's kind of like when you do a fetch quest in a fantasy game, like you have to like complete certain tasks in order to level up. And I feel like if I have motivation such as like a grid, a pin board or something like that, it will motivate me to read more, because I really want to read at the moment, but for some reason I don't know why I'm struggling. I wouldn't say it's a complete slump, but I am trying to motivate myself into being more proactive because this is ridiculous. I'm not trying to buy any more. I do have some NetGalley arcs which I'll put here, and this is what I want to complete alongside with the reading challenges, and hopefully that will motivate me into reading a bit more. And I'm still missing the library prompts. The first book that I'm interested in borrowing is Ghost of a Chance by Catherine Garbera. I feel like that would have been a perfect book for October, but alas, I was not in the country for half of September and most of October. That wasn't a thing that was going to happen for me. So Ghost of a Chance by Catherine Garbera is potentially something I like to borrow. The second book I like to borrow is The Code for Love by Anne Marsh. Software engineer and someone that's more technical and doesn't believe in romance, that kind of vibe. So that's the second book. And then the third book I'm interested would be Untamed Heart by Gemma Moore. At first glance, I thought it might be a shifter romance, but it's Grumpy Sunshine, small town cowboy romance. So these are the 3 potential books that I might borrow from my local library. But like I said, I'm gonna stick with one because I have a lot of NetGalley arcs I have to complete. So technically like 7 books I would need to read, 4 which is physical and then 3 which is digital from the 5 prompts. And I also like to finish like a reading challenge bingo list kind of thing. 30 something books behind my reading challenge. This is not meant to be like a competition, but I am a goal orientated kind of person, so numbers and figures and stuff like that motivates me to do stuff, and I like to have a sense of accomplishment. I also enjoy reading as a hobby, but I also need to be feeling like I'm a productive member of society, which I currently am not. I feel like I shouldn't be putting so much pressure on myself to be enjoying a hobby, but at the same time I have set myself a goal and I like to hit it. I know there isn't really any consequences or anything like that if I don't hit it, but personally for me, for someone like me, I would like to hit it. But nevertheless, it's a personal struggle and I would like to hit the goal because I have not failed a single reading challenge for the past couple of years and I like to complete it. If this video feels like a mess and the editing is so sloppy, it's because I'm struggling to speak at the moment. I haven't sat down and filmed a video in a very long time, and I have not spoken English in a very long time. For the past month and a bit, I've been speaking between like Cantonese and Mandarin and mixing it up. I don't know what this jumble of a mess is about. If you want to hear more about my trip, let me know. I got my nails done. I don't know if you can even see them, but they're apples. They're kind of Christmas themed as well because might as well, right? You can't really see them. But anyway, the apples and the Christmas colors. So 2-in-1 kind of thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. What are you guys reading at the moment? Any upcoming releases? Any recommendations? I really want to read a bit more paranormal marital convenience on the side. But these are suggestions for myself. Anything that I picked up that you guys would like to read as well. And to my gaming channel buddies, I will be uploading next month. Not this month. Don't come for my throat, okay? I am a very honest person. I didn't really do much for the past month and a bit in terms of gaming. I read a little bit, but that's about it. So that's why I haven't been updating, because I've got nothing good to say. So peace and love. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below if you have anything you'd like to say to me. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content from me, and hit the bell for notifications. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.